Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Monday Movie Show with Mayo and friends. And right now, I've got Tom here, Tom Hunyadi. Hi, Tom.
Hello.
So I don't know what's up with Tim Allen. I gave him a link to the show this morning, and he gave me the thumbs up that he was able to make it here today. I'm keeping an eye on this message thing here. If Tim gets this, maybe he can tell me what's going on. Let's see. Just give me a second here. I don't know. He's got a link which should work. If Tim's watching and he has a problem, you can tell me in the comments if maybe he doesn't have the internet or something. All right, we'll see how we do. Okay. All right. Hello, Ramoga. What's going on? What's on your so-called mind? Exactly. That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Buying popcorn so I don't miss the start. Yeah, you sent me the wrong link, he says. Oh my God. You don't have to put it in capital shout letters, buddy.
Yeah. What do you don't have to yell at the guy.
All right. So I'll send you another link. How's that? Or better yet, just send you the link here. It's easier. How's that? Send you the wrong link. How did I send you the wrong link? I don't know, man. All right, it is what it is. Hold on a minute. This is an awkward start, but this is what happens when you're live, as you folks know. So I'm going to put a public link here for Tim. And if anybody else that talks movies wants to come up here and talk movies, we can do that. You don't have to be a movie expert like Tom. You can still come up here. You don't have to have seen everything like this guy, except for the horror film. Hold on a minute, Tim. I'm working on it. It takes forever to get this damn copy paste thing. I got the finger on the mouse where it's supposed to be right click, and it just doesn't pop up. I did the copy. Now I'm trying to do paste, right click. How many people are still here? Don't worry, we'll get to the movie talk. Come on. Tim probably has a complex thinking I'm trying to get rid of him or something. Oh, come on, man. Try this again. Copy. I got my finger on the clicker. There it is. Paste. Would have been easier just to send it on the phone. All right. Now we can go back to saying hello to some people, like Mike Wall Jasper, for example.
Hey, Mike.
And James Farley, for example.
Farley. Hello.
Beetle Eddie. I'm glad he put that now in his. I was going to say MO, but it's in his moniker. And we got Tim in the background, which is good to see. Let's see what I did, because I don't know what I did. What the hell link did I send him? That's what I want to know. Tim.
I've been sitting looking at a blank screen for the last 20 minutes that said stream ended 1 hour after 1 hour and 26 minutes. And I'm like, what's going on?
What was that?
Was that you sent me?
I don't know what link that was. Oh my God. Sorry about that. I said it's very unusual if you're not here.
Yeah. No, I've been there for 15 or more minutes.
Hello, Penny Lane. And of course, last week I sent you the link too late.
Yeah. Sorry.
So it's funny. I just saw a video by Haunted Hippie. Check her out. And Haunted Hippie. And she was showing the top 40 horror movies of 2025, and Sinners was number one.
Mm-hmm.
So
does she have weapons at number 2?
She had weapons on there, but it was lower.
Okay.
Down several notches, I'm trying to think of a good joke for that. Like, I'm trying to think of like a really cheesy horror movie that I saw that should be number 2, but I can't think what I saw this year, if anything. Horror related. So anyway, Tim, I'm glad you could join us.
Yes.
And Tom as well.
Welcome.
Well, let's see now. Where do we begin? Again, I don't know if I picked stuff up since we last talked. Like, I'm getting mixed up with what I bought, picked up, and when. But how about you guys? Did you pick up anything new?
Yeah.
He did. Things. Okay, so let's go. Well, let's do Tim's couple of things. Tim, what did you get?
Okay. Went to my thrift store again, which again is the only place that sells movies anymore near me. So, and I picked up this Warner Archive movie that I've never heard of, but it looks interesting. Joseph Cotton and Barbara Stanwyck, The Man with the Cloak.
Oh.
Well, I've never heard of that.
Joseph Cotton is the man with the cloak, since it looks like he's wearing one. I'm just assuming. I don't know. I know nothing. It's on Warner Archives, $2. Picked it up.
I don't know. I don't recall them upgrading that to Blu-ray yet. And when they do, I'll pick it up because of Barbara Stanwyck.
Yeah, I have no idea. And no idea what this is either. This is on Joe's favorite label, Kino. This is a Blu-ray, $2. Appointment with a Shadow. Again, no idea. But
who's in there? Let me see that. Reading it. Brian Keith.
Yeah, Brian Keith. I bet he's reading a newspaper in it, because that's all he does. He reads newspapers and things. And last but not least, $2. I wanted to see this when it came out, and I still never have. So for $2 on Blu-ray, The Darkest Hour.
Ah, yes, that's the movie that Gary Oldman won Best Actor for.
Yeah, so $2, I'm not leaving that sitting there. So that's it.
No, that's good. I need to see that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. So that's it. That's all I've been able to pick up in 2 weeks.
Okay, how about you, Tom?
Yeah. Let's see here. Picked up a few movies that I really enjoy from 2025, and one of them is The Life of Chuck. Here, this is a Stephen King adaptation. I hope this turns out like the Shawshank Redemption turned out, where it wasn't very popular or it didn't do well at the box office, but it became, a cable or a streaming hit. So I hope the same thing happens with this movie here, like Shawshank Redemption, because this was fantastic. Another movie that I really enjoyed earlier this year, Companion.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So I picked this one up, and the other one, Sinners, like I just showed. Just watched this again the other night, and still really enjoyed it. One from last year that I really loved. I don't remember if I didn't rate my favorite films last year like I did this year, but one of my top 10s was Conclave. Mm-hmm. So I finally picked that up. I know there's a bunch of controversy surrounding this release, but I got the Eyes Wide Shut finally on Blu-ray, which had the cinematographer approved. Restoration or scan or whatever you want to call it. And Tim, here's one for you. I was hoping I would have the other piece to show you, but I got it, but it didn't come with the dust jacket, so I had to get a new one. And the movie is Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool.
Okay.
With Annette Bening, who's fantastic as Gloria Graham in the film.
Yeah, no, that's a really good movie.
Yeah. So I got the book as well, but the dust jacket was missing, so I got to find another one that has the dust jacket. So because this is really the story. The story is told from the boyfriend, the guy that she's seeing in the movie. He wrote the book. He's also on the commentary as well, which was really cool. Good commentary on this one as well. So but however, you have to have a region-free Blu-ray player to watch this, like I do. So, but really enjoyed it. Like I said, Annette Bening was fantastic as Gloria Graham, and really, really good movie. So those were my pickups for this week.
Cool.
Okay, thank you. The new Avatar's made $1 billion so far. For what demographic does that appeal to? Not mine, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, the same thing that fantasy films, you know, and those, you know, the 12 to 40-year-olds, really, and those and repeat, you know, those movies that make $1 billion and $2 billion, you get a lot of repeat viewings as well. So, and here's the thing, this is Jane Cameron's 4th film in a row that's made over $1 billion. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Even though the movies may not be your cup of tea or great, which the Avatar films are not, I didn't really care for the first one. But I mean, listen, I mean, there's really something to say about, you know, your last 4 films making over $1 billion.
Yeah, the world's over. $1 billion. What movies are doing making billions of dollars?
There's something to be said about the lowest common denominator.
Yeah, I mean, but that's also including international takes as well.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's just not the domestic box office. It's international.
It's Richard James.
Yep.
It's Jerry Carter. Okay. Does Tim own any movies from the last 20 years? I know the answer to that already.
Of course I do. And when I talk about the movies I've seen, I'm going to be talking about this year's list. I do a list every year of watching 100 films, and my new one might surprise some of you.
You're not going to talk about 100 movies, are you?
Hmm?
You're not going to talk about 100 movies, are you?
No. But every year I pick a topic and I try to watch 100 movies from that topic in a year, plus anything else I watch.
Mm-hmm.
Marty
Last year
Supreme.
was something weird, so this year will be something different.
Something different. So that's something weird.
I really enjoyed Marty Supreme. I thought Timothée Chalamet was really good in this film. Just as good or better as he was as Bob Dylan in The Complete Unknown. And I think he's got a real shot of winning Best Actor at the Oscars this year, I should say. I really think it's down to Leonardo DiCaprio and Timothée Chalamet.
And again, I haven't seen any of these movies. Again. Well, hi, George. Welcome. I most certainly do not. Well, slow down. I thought you said have only Blu-rays now. I still I'm going to keep DVDs. Some of them look perfectly fine. Not just fine, but damn good. And as far as buying Blu-rays, I go for Blu-ray 99% of the time. But sometimes, like I just picked up that Jackie Gleason show that's on a DVD. You know, Jackie Gleason's 60s Miami Beach shows, and that's on a DVD.
Yeah, it's my go-to. I mean, I buy basically only Blu-ray. There might be the half percentage point, you know, chance that I might not, you know, buy it a Blu-ray if the only thing available is DVD. But I gotta really want it in order to do that. But yeah, it is basically only Blu-ray that I buy these days. Yes.
I'll buy anything. I'll buy laser discs if I see them. DVD. I'd buy laser disc over DVD, to be honest. But I prefer Blu-ray, of course. It looks better, but you know.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Somehow this does not surprise me, Richard James. Yes. Sorry, folks, got the cough. $1 billion movies allow for all other movies to still receive a theatrical release. Without them nowadays, there would be no theatrical releases to speak of.
Yeah, I mean, listen, before you could call or go on the phone and go on your app and pick your seat, you had to actually go to the theater to see a movie, and there are times where the movie's sold out, right? So, you know, naturally, if you still wanted to, you would have to see another movie since you're already there, you know? So, I mean, in a way, that's a good thing because it allows other movies to get recognized. I mean, I'm sure you may have done that a couple times in the past.
Yeah. I lost track of what he was saying. I'm like, yeah,
That's fine.
I know what you said. No, what did I do in the past? I was reading some comments.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you went to the movie theater and by chance the show had sold out, maybe you would have picked another movie to go see.
Oh yeah, okay, that I've done. But and also if there's extra seats, sometimes I could change my seat. I still don't like the idea of that, but what are you going to do? It is what it is. It's got advantages and disadvantages. Now, I can't help thinking this is a kind of humorous comment. I saw The Naked Gun. I didn't like it so much. Just a bunch of stupid jokes. That's the idea of it. That's what it is.
That's what the movie is.
So you didn't like all the original ones then either.
Yeah. Have you not seen the first one? Have you not seen Airplane?
I went to see. It's like saying I went to see. Geez, man, I'm losing it today. Come on, the big movie. I'm blowing it. Lawrence of Arabia. I didn't like it. Too much sand. Too much desert. Yeah. I don't know. We threw out a ton of VHS tapes the other day. Feels terrible, but what can you do with them? Not garbage. They're garbage. Other than nostalgia, there's no reason to keep those, in my opinion. But some people like them. Just
collectors out there. You'd be shocked at
how many
it has kind of made a slow comeback. I mean, one of the stores that the frequent in Arizona, they were taking people's VHSs and people buy them constantly.
No, I know people. I'm thinking for myself. For me, I don't have any use for them. I know people still collect them. People collect 8-track music tapes. People collect cassette tapes. People collect film reels, reel-to-reels, movies, 16 millimeter. Sure, but I have no use for them at all. And too many of them are in the wrong aspect ratio anyway of later movies.
Right, exactly.
You know, besides looking like crap. Anyway, with stuff that's only on DVD, from what I can gather at this point, it's mostly TV shows.
It's still as well. I mean, DVD, believe it or not, is still king of physical media. It's still by half. If you see like a graph of like between the 4K Blu-ray and DVD still covers half of that sphere. So people are still buying movies and TV shows on DVD.
And I would estimate that more than 50% of the movies ever made never even made it to VHS, let alone DVD. There is a ton of stuff out there that has never seen a physical release.
That is correct. Well, correct, sir.
Definitely prefer when TV shows are on Blu-ray, though. I always wonder why they call that BD. You know, it's a BR. I always wondered that. BD.
Blu-ray disc.
Blu-ray disc. Though besides the quality, they're typically on fewer discs. The original Naked Gun and Airplane movies were clever, stupid. The new one was just dumb without the wit.
I disagree. I thought the first 2/3 of the film were good and clever and smart.
Well, maybe there is something to what Beatletti's saying, because he says airplane jokes are good. So it's not just that they're stupid. It must be a difference. Maybe they're even stupid even for a Naked Gun movie. I don't know. Yeah. Well, like I said, I could see collecting. For me, it would be sentimental reasons. Not to play, but some people do.
There's actually some value to some of these horror VHS tapes because of whether there was a low distribution or a special feature or whatnot, packaging.
And some people just like to watch them because horror films to them look better in lesser quality. They're scarier.
Yeah.
Yes, I could see that for some of the horror films.
Yeah.
Certain ones. Have you ever bought a Blu-ray where the picture quality wasn't nearly as good as perhaps you expected it to be? Oh, sure.
Yeah, sure.
And definitely. And I was really
especially DVD. I mean, there were some cases in the early DVD days where they were just scanning they were just taking the VHS and just using that for DVD quality, and it just terrible.
I've also bought some no-name Blu-rays and been impressed. 2 movies for $5, you know, kind of thing, and
Public
took them home
domain,
and put them in
public
the thing,
domain.
and they looked really good, and I was shocked by how good they looked. I'm like, wow.
There's a horror movie that I really like from 2009, I think it is, and it's called Orphan. And I have the sequel to that, or the prequel, I think it is, called Orphan First Kill. And I didn't watch that yet, even though I like the original. But anyhow, that stands out in my mind that I got the Blu-ray of that, and it was horrendous looking, and it was a new movie. It wasn't some old rare movie, and I'm like, what the hell? And so sometimes it can happen. Well, I think now we can talk about movies we have seen. So I think what I'm going to do is first I'm going to say that whatever we've been watching, I've been watching Frasier, the TV series again lately. My girlfriend loves that show, and we went through I think the first 6 seasons once upon a time, or 7 seasons. And that was a few years ago, and then we never finished. So now it's like, let's start all over again. So, and I got to say, with Frasier, I mean, I do like the show. I like the dynamic. I like mostly the fact that Frasier and Niles Crane are such highfalutin, nerdy, stuck up types, and their father is like a regular guy. Like they always clash like that. That's what the dynamic I like best about the show, I think, is how they're such I don't know what to call it, geeks, or they have all this fine taste, and the dad's like, you rather go to an old rib joint or something like that instead of a fancy restaurant, things like that. But I want to talk about, of course, the movie I did a video of, and that being the Neil Diamond Interpreter movie, because we're talking about Song Sung Blue, and I think Tim, I'm guessing you have not seen the movie because you would have told us. So Tom's seen the movie. So Tom, maybe we could start and we could both talk about that at once. What do you think of that idea?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, let me say a little synopsis of what I had said in my video. Basically, that for me, I saw the trailer a couple of times in the movies. I went to the movies on 2 occasions, and when I went there, they had the trailer, and I was like blocking it out because by looking at it, I'm like, this just looks ridiculous, because I thought Hugh Jackman was portraying Neil Diamond himself in a in a biopic that looked a little weird, stupid. So I said, I'll never see this thing. But then I found out later that I'm like having a hard time. I'm reading comments at the same time. That's one of my big distractions. I got to stop it. I found out later that it's about an interpreter and his wife, a team, right? A real team that did this. It's kind of a biopic about them. So anyway, I really liked the movie a lot. You can see my the review on it. I really was pleasantly surprised, and also I got to thank, he's not here that I know of, Mike, who's has the name Gray 1951. He did a video saying how much he was surprised, and he had a great time at the theater with it. So that's why when I was New Year's Day, my girlfriend and I, sometimes we say, she always says, especially, she goes, too bad there's nothing that we want to see. Not saying there's nothing good, just say anything we want to see. And then she went through the list, and I said, well, maybe that movie House Sitter I would see, of course. And then she said, I don't want to see it.
Housemaid.
Oh, Housemaid. Yeah, Housemaid. Yeah. Thank you. I keep saying House Sitter when I talk about it. Housemaid. And she says, no, I don't want to see it. I said, hey, the Neil Diamond thing is out. I'm like, well, I just heard that it's pretty good. And so let's go. That's perfect. And we both had a great time. It's emotional. It made me laugh. It made me cry. It was tearjerker. It was about my take on it. I don't know, just ordinary people trying to make a dream come true amidst like tragedy and problems. And it was a good movie like that. It was a real movie with a heart, and I was involved in it through the whole thing. And that's the gist of it, really, for me. Tom.
Yeah, well, I had no interest in seeing this whatsoever. I am not the biggest fan of cover acts, cover bands, cover acts. Sorry, Danny. Have none. But then, like Joe, I heard a few people talk highly of it. It was on some people's top 10 movies of 2025 lists. So then I became intrigued. This film is based on the documentary of the same name. And if you see the two people in the documentary prior to this movie, and then you see the movie, you're like, well, you know,
I saw them backwards. No disrespect to the actual people and the lightning and thunder, but they're not as cute or like attractive.
right,
They're they're really ordinary, down and out
right.
poor people in real life.
Yeah,
You know?
yes. Yeah, not in like any biographic movie, there are liberties taken, and not everything happens like it happens in the biography, but the liberties they do take are very entertaining. Like Joe, I was invested in the movie within the first 10-15 minutes. It had me hook, line, and sinker. Like Joe, I was teary eyed as well. I felt for them. I felt happy when they were successful. I felt sad when they were going through struggles, and that's a sign of a great movie, right? When you're emotionally invested in these things. I went out of this movie going, it's really good. It didn't make my top 10, but I thought it was done very well. So I was happy with
Yeah.
it.
Did you find it? I felt that it felt a tad long. It didn't hurt anything, just a
Right.
tad long.
Yeah, it was like what, 2 hours and 12 minutes. It probably could have
But
been,
did it feel like it? You know
know,
what I mean? That's the thing.
a little bit. There were sometimes, but you know what? There was a lot of story that went over about a 17-year span that they compacted into like probably like a 4 or 5 year type thing. So yeah, it did feel a tad long in certain places, but again, did it serve a purpose? Probably it did. But did it help move the movie along? Maybe not. But maybe they could have trimmed a few minutes here and there. But all in all, I was pleased.
And I do like Neil Diamond,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
so to
Always
hear
been a
the
big Neil
music
Diamond
was
fan.
great too. But I didn't need to hear that. What was that over and over and over? That was
Oh,
oh man, the
Solomon,
one
or
they keep
yeah,
saying "Raw Soul
yeah,
of Mine" or
yeah,
something. I mean, come on
yeah,
with that,
yeah,
But still, uh, "Sweet Caroline" I could hear a lot.
yeah.
I don't need them
Well,
going bomp bomp
yeah.
bomp all the time. That drove me nuts.
I really look forward to what song they would do to cover a certain time, or thing that happened in their life. So I really I love the fact that they were when the mom came out and told them to calm down, that they switched it over to play the song "Play Me." I thought that was really nice moment between the two. So yeah, yeah, I've been a lifelong Neil Diamond fan myself. So the music that they used in this film was really good.
What do you think of? Geez, Michael Imperioli in there. He played.
Really, yeah, I thought it was kind of a little waste of his talents, you know, but whatever. He plays a Buddy Holly interpreter, if you will,
Yeah,
you know,
yes.
you know. And then he ends up joining the Neil Diamond experience with Lightning and Thunder. But yeah, I thought it was kind of a little bit of a waste for him. Same with Belushi. I
Yeah,
mean,
he was good, but he didn't have much to do.
no, exactly. All the focus as it was should have been on Lightning and Thunder. You could have
Yeah,
got any other up and coming actor to have played the Michael Imperioli, or however you pronounce his name, role. But well,
yeah. So
uh,
I'm happy with that. Let's see. Do we
yeah,
have any
go
other?
see it.
I
Go
don't
see
think
it.
we have any copy. Yeah, definitely. It's good to come out of the movies and have you know a good time with a new
Yes.
movie. It's funny because we went to a theater that's a kind of a smaller theater. It was in a pinch. We were sitting there. We were going to finish our food at the diner, and we were looking for something fairly close, and it started in like 20 minutes, and we had to like rush over there. when we got there, they went. There was no advanced seating. So even though I'm coming down hard on the advanced seating, this was New Year's Day, and everybody was at this theater, and everybody in the town was at this theater, and we were like got there late, and there was like no seats left, and trying to find a seat, and it's like only in the front. So it's just weird the way this was situated. This theater, I can't even describe it to you. We found 2 seats in the back, but it wasn't too far. It was in the back. But they were off to the side, like you're not seeing the screen. You're like literally like way off to the side, and it was on an angle. But still, I was able to have a great freaking time at the movies.
Yeah.
So the movie is Oscar worthy. Oh yeah, I thought Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson were both great. What do you think of the performances?
Performances were good. I didn't necessarily think they were Oscar worthy myself, to be honest with you. Not that it ruined the movie, because it didn't. But then again, but you gotta judge it on its own merits. However, but if you like see the documentary, and then you see
I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
But the whole thing, the one thing I want to say about Kate Hudson, at first, when I'm watching the movie, at first her character, I said this in my review. She's like she's so like cheery and charming and up and happy,
right?
And it's almost like too much, too much of that. And I'm like, but then
too, I really liked her accent in the movie too.
But the thing is, it's then I feel it's a good performance, because when she has a tragic accident in the movie, a whole demeanor changes, and she's completely bitter and sour and upset and not pleasant. So that's what I liked about. I like that change. I also liked the daughter of the actress who played the daughter. There were some scenes in the hospital. I thought she was pretty strong in some scenes. The daughter too. Yeah, that daughter, the one who played the Kate Hudson's character's daughter from another marriage.
And I won't ruin the film for everybody, but one scene that I really liked is when something happens again for the second time, and she said, "Lightning strikes twice." I really thought that was kind of like a good moment for that character. Because then it kind of like, this is your chance to start over again.
I know the answer to this question. And who sits in those 2 seats? Ralph. You gotta see those honeymooners. There was only 2 seats left, and who sits in those 2 seats? Ralph. All right. So anyway, I'm just gonna catch up a little bit before we move on here. Now what's this? I'm lost with this. I don't know what this is, man. Happy 20. I don't know what it is. Have you ever seen the quality of Betamax? I heard that Betamax was better than VHS when they first came out. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's not huge.
Right, but it lost the war.
Yeah, it lost the war. That's all that matters.
I actually almost bought whatchamacallit on Betamax on eBay. The Beatles doc that came out in the 80s. Why am I drawing a blank?
Beatles.
Yeah, the complete Beatles. Yeah. I saw one on eBay that I almost bought. But
Daphne Moon or Roz, those are the 2 women from Frasier TV show. Daphne easily. I mean, I think Daphne with Roz's attitude. How's that sound?
See, I'm the opposite. For me, Roz.
But we don't agree on a lot.
I was in love with Roz.
What's this? I think that it's advertising quirk. Makes you think it's a Neil Diamond biopic. Makes you think poorly of it. Then you find out you were wrong.
Yeah. I think she said something like that the other day too, and I agreed with you, Cherry. Yeah, Cherry. She's got the way to move.
Yeah. All right. Kate and Hugh connect well.
Yeah. No, there's great chemistry between the 2.
Yeah. Hi, Robbie. As a kid, I thought Sweet Caroline was real heavy rock. Wow. I never thought that ever, even though I love this song.
Yeah. Yeah, and I also love the line that Hugh says, like, what was it? He's like, there's so much more to Neil Diamond than Sweet Caroline.
Yeah, that's why before you went, I kept saying I want to hear Sweet Caroline. Hello, JD Thompson. Did I say hello to Harold? We're getting caught up here. Happy New Year to you. Three men
My
because it's
friend, hello.
Monday. Ringo LP. Oh my God. Okay, whatever. Ringo LP. I'm lost. All right, so let's now finish. I'm done. But Tom, you talked about seeing the Neil Diamond Interpreter
Yeah.
movie.
Yes.
What else?
Yeah. Like I said, I did see Marty Supreme, starring Timothy Chalamet and Gwyneth Paltrow, who gives a fantastic performance in this film, and maybe I could see her being nominated for Best Supporting Actress in this film. But Timothy Chalamet is I gotta say, table tennis player, and the film takes place in the 50s, when it's popular worldwide, but it really hasn't hit here in the States. So he's got to find funds and means to get him to these other countries to play in these tournaments. He's very arrogant. He's very selfish. He's quite a character in this film. It is based on a real life person, and it's a really good film. I think it's a good film of somebody who learns some valuable life lessons as he learns towards the end of the movie. But very interesting, very good performance from Timothy Chalamet. And I also saw that Housemaid movie with Sydney Sweeney, who is the reason why I went to go see it. I won't lie, because she's got two great assets that that I just love.
Nice eyes, yes.
Yes, nice eyes. Yes. But anyways, again, I didn't go for anything special. I just went to go in and be entertained, and I was for the most part. When you see the trailer, it looks like because Sydney Sweeney does play the housemaid, but there's the couple, and in the trailer it looks like the wife of the couple is going crazy. But then as the movie goes, it has twists and turns, and you find out that she's not necessarily the one that's crazy. And I'll stop.
Much for me seeing it.
Yeah.
Spoil it.
Yeah, it stops. So I'll stop right there. I saw another one too, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, so I saw 50 films for this year. Was really pleased with that because I broke last year's record. I did do a top 10 for favorite films. Maybe I can do that later. But yeah, I thought it wasn't the best year for films. I'll admit that, but there was some very, very good performances. So it was pleasing year, but I think this year is going to be a lot better. So we'll see.
You're very optimistic.
And I did see one movie called that I showed a couple weeks ago called Manhattan Melodrama, with Clark Gable, Willem Powell, and Myrna Loy. This turns out really good. This is the first movie that Myrna Loy and William Powell starred in. Now, this is an interesting release for the short, for one of the shorts that's in it, and one of these shorts is called Roast Beef and Movies. Okay,
that's going to do with the Three Stooges.
Yes, but it's not the Three Stooges though. Curly, but then two other actors. So this was kind of like MGM's kind of like take on the Three Stooges. So
Okay.
Yeah, very, very interesting little short. I think it's like 16, 17 minutes long. But yeah, let's check it out.
Cool.
Happy New Year. Hello, Eric.
Yep.
Let's hope it's a good one without any fear.
Yeah.
I always say that. Okay, Eddie Monkey's music in that Song Blue movie.
Unfortunately, one.
It's a great song. What are you talking about? Anyway, I'm a believer. We all know who wrote I'm a Believer. Yeah, but the Monkees version is better. I got to say, as much as I like Neil Diamond, I like their version better of I'm a Believer. Like I must admit. Do you think One Battle After Another is winning for Best Picture? PTA.
I think it's between. I think it's between three movies this year. One Battle After Another, I think, is the front runner. A lot of people think Sinners has a chance.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people are rooting for Sinners. And there's the other movie I saw called Hamnet, which was, I think, the actress in it, I think, is the front runner to win best actress. Paul Mescal, who is playing Paul McCartney in the upcoming Beatles biopics, is also in it, and he's fantastic in this. Hamnet tells the story of William Shakespeare, if you will, and his marriage to the woman, and his life and the events that inspire him to write Hamlet. And it's very moving. Another sad, moving piece that you really feel for the characters, especially the woman. So yeah, I enjoyed Hamnet as well. So I think it's up. I think 3 films have a really good shot of winning Best Picture. Yeah, and actually, I'm seeing this Thursday if my schedule clears.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
It's about a comedian or a man who becomes a comedian, and and obviously relationship issues and all that stuff. So.
Okay, so you think it's Chalamet's performance is Oscar worthy? He should have won his Dylan portrayal, he thought.
Yeah, maybe, but I think this might be Chalamet's year to win the Oscar.
The movie with Clark Gable that you have, Tom, was the movie that Dillinger went to see when he was caught.
Oh, yeah. I think I heard that somewhere.
All right, so are we ready for Tim now for his views?
Okay, I watched a lot, so I'm gonna go fast for the most part because I have a couple other things to say too. And you guys aren't gonna like it, but I wasn't on last week, so I'm gonna finish up Christmas just really quick. I watched Miracle on 34th Street. I watch it in color. It's one of the few movies I like in color. I just like it better in color.
But that statement is getting to be as popular as talking about Jaws or Rocky.
Well, and I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago. I watched A Christmas Wish. I'd seen it before.
I know what it is. It's about the squirrel or whatever.
Yeah. It's a George Powell film, and it's in color, which I've forgotten. I was thinking it was in black and white.
I think it was in black and white originally. I saw it in black and white. I think.
Oh, maybe I saw it in color. It's only in color on this, and it looked good in color. Anyway, Jimmy Durante stars in it. It's a nice little Christmas movie. I don't have a whole lot to say about it, but it's worth seeing if you ever see it.
Well, somewhere I have a review in my database about it. One year I've tried it.
Yeah.
Tim, before you continue, I was watching a YouTube channel. I was watching a YouTube show about Christmas movies and about how they are all usually all traditionally bombs at the box office.
Yeah, they are. And by the way, I want to talk about really quick the commentary for Miracle on 34th Street, which is with Maureen O'Hara. And I just love her. The thing I love about that movie too is once in a while, and it's in all of her movies pretty much, you can tell she's Irish because she will say the word things without the H. And she can't help it because she's Irish. And it's so funny because she's playing this American and suddenly she'll say, the thing is, and it's like, and she does it in the commentary too, like all the time.
Listen, hold on.
This commentary too with her. She's still around, the daughter, and there's a commentary track. It's interesting.
Who's her? Who's her?
Her name is Terry Moore.
That's what I thought. I met her in person. She didn't look anything like she must have had a lot of work. I met her when she was turned 70 at a horror convention. She was in Mighty Joe Young.
Yeah. She's done a lot of stuff, and she actually did the commentary for this.
But I wanted to make a Maureen O'Hara observation and suggestion. If you like her, did you ever see the John Candy movie, Only the Lonely?
No.
You must put that on your list then. She plays his mother, and it's a comedy, and it's I think it's very good. I think it's John What did I say? John Candy. John Candy's in it. John Candy's best movie. Jim Belushi's in it. Wow, man. Jim Belushi is in it with Maureen O'Hara. Anthony Quinn is one of his later movies. It's a comedy. I think it's John Candy's best movie. I haven't seen everything he ever did, but I saw most of it. But it's Marty for the '90s, is what it is.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. And I saw one more Christmas movie. I watched it just on not streaming, but on Pluto, I think. A movie called One Christmas Eve, which I just really like. It stars Anne Heche, and I've been sad ever since she died. And this movie is the reason I always liked her so much. She's just so good in this movie, and it's a nice feel good Christmas movie, but it's funny. I think it's really funny, and the weird thing is, it starts out she's going through a divorce. Her husband is in the Caribbean with a much younger woman or someplace, and she's trying to give her two kids a good Christmas. And one thing after another, after another, after another, after another. You can't believe how much happens to these people, but yet you kind of do believe it. They do a pretty good job of it. And despite everything, they have a great Christmas. And it's just a good movie that way. That's what a Christmas movie should be. Anyway, okay, enough of that. Now, I finished
Christmas Fallout.
I needed to watch in the last 3 days. I needed to watch 7 something weird movies to get my 100. So I did. I watched 7 something weird movies in 3 days because I didn't want to fail. So really quick, I watched Lost, Lonely, and Vicious, and Jacktown. And these are just juvenile delinquent movies. There's nothing, they're just your standard. They're both good, but they're just juvenile delinquent.
How many are an hour or shorter?
None of them, I don't think.
Oh, they're all feature films?
Could be around 70 something.
Yeah, most of them are 70 to 75 minutes.
Yeah.
And 3 more juvenile delinquent movies. High School Big Shot. And this one I did watch because it was short, because I don't watch 3 movies in the same day. High School Big Shot, High School Caesar, and Date Bait. Again, 3 more juvenile delinquent movies.
I would try.
Very good.
I'm gonna let people. I would try almost. Jesus Christ! All right, you talk first.
No, I'd say go ahead. Oh,
I'm sorry. Look, it's hard because we all get excited about talking. Here's the thing. I was just going to say I would watch almost anything something weird put out, almost, because they're fun. Most of them are fun, even if they're terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but these are good. These are actually good juvenile delinquent movies. And then I watched 2 Mondo movies, Mondo Freudo and Mondo Bizarro, which are okay, but these both had commentary, so this took me twice as long to watch them. And the commentaries were by I'm not going to remember the guy's name. Johnny, because he just died on Saturday. The guy watched the commentary, just died on Saturday. He's a rockabilly guy. Johnny Legend. Johnny Legend is one of the 2 guys. And Eric Humboldt, I think, is the other one. But anyway, neither of these guys had seen either of these movies, and that's not a good idea to have commentary by 2 guys that are watching the movie for the first time. It just doesn't work that well,
Felix says I've got the title for the movie about Oscar, Mondo Filth. Anyway, I would also say that I don't know about those 2, but Mondo Bellardo really sucked. I saw that. And that
those 2 are okay. They were both made by the same company and both very similar. They were both very similar. And just today, I watched, because I had an hour to kill before the stream or something like that. I don't even remember the name of The Amazing Transparent Man.
Oh, I know that movie.
Which I'd seen before. But Edgar G. Ulmer made it, which makes
it's hard to believe, though.
just from the start, you know.
He gets all this acclaim, and I don't understand. Black
Yeah.
Cat's the only thing I've ever seen of him that I think is good.
Well, a lot of people got, you know, put further and further down the food chain as their careers went. Anyway, okay, so that's that. Now, my list for this year, I'm going to watch 100 modern movies. Modern being 1990 or after, which is pretty modern for me. So I'm going to watch 100. So I'll be talking at least about 100 modern movies.
Oh my God, that's I was enjoying. You're the only guy talking about old movies.
Well, no, but that's all I'm gonna watch. It'll be 50-50 probably.
I applaud you, Tim. I applaud you.
So the first movie I watched in 2026, I got off to a rousing start with Shakes the Clown. Come on, I love this movie.
I gotta go, Joe.
There are so many cool people in this movie. I mean, Florence Henderson. It opens with Florence Henderson. Look, I mean, you couldn't picture her more out of a role that she's not there for.
Bobcat Goldthwait, right?
Yeah, Bobcat Goldthwait wrote, directed, and stars in this movie. It's got
yeah, that's why it sounds
Adam
familiar.
Sandler. Maybe his first movie, one of Adam Sandler's very first roles.
No. Adam Sandler actually appeared in a few films in the 80s.
Okay, but he's a clown, so you don't really see his face. And of course, Julie Brown's in this, and Robin Williams makes a cameo. There's a bunch of cool cameos, but I just love this movie. I mean, the tagline in this, somebody wrote this in a newspaper, so they used it for the film, but somebody wrote, it's the Citizen Kane of alcoholic clown movies. And they liked it so much, it became the tag for the film. It's great. There it is. Right there it is. There. The Citizen Kane of alcoholic clown movies.
I knew it sounded familiar to me, and then when you said Goldthwait, Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah. No, this is it's not stupid. I don't care what anybody says. It's intelligently written, it's well written, and it's a fun movie.
So what you're saying is he should have wrote the new Naked Gun movie then.
Well,
in other words, your advice would be it was worth seeing.
Oh yeah, no, definitely worth seeing.
I need advice from you. I will ask for it.
I just want to use my clips.
And lastly, you'll be happy. I watched this film. I knew nothing about it, but it's got Morgan Freeman, Christopher Walken, William H. Macy, and I've forgotten her name now. Marcia Gay Harden in it. So I mean, The Maiden Heist. Anybody seen The Maiden Heist?
I missed that one.
It's an interesting movie. This came out in 2009. And what it is all three of the guys are guards in an art museum, and they've all fallen in love with one piece of art, and they just stare at it all day long. And there's a new art director, and he's going to move their exhibit to somewhere in the Netherlands. I forget where. You're kidding. No, and they won't allow this to happen. So off they go. And it's a comedy, but it's well done. I enjoyed this movie, and there was a commentary, and I liked the commentary.
Whose basement did the art piece end up?
It wound up at Freeman's house.
Okay.
But Marcia Gay Harden is great. There's one of the great things about this movie. There's just tons of improvisation in it, and they talk about it in the commentary. How much of this movie that these three guys and Marcia Gay Harden came up with. She came up with her whole character. They had her written as a completely different character, and she showed up one day looking like she did, and they're just like, "Holy crap!" Okay, let's go with this. You know, and I like it. You can tell it's a small movie, and I like that. So there you go, The Maiden Heist, and I'm done. And that's what I
Oh,
watched
that was
last.
pretty good. That was a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
That was a lot of stuff.
well, I have 7 something weird movies. It's gonna be a lot.
Hello, Douglas. That movie, Only the Lonely, was Maureen O'Hara's first movie after 20 years.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I forgot the reason why she'd agreed to do it, but she's very good in it, as usual.
She needed the
She was always very good.
High School Caesar.
Yeah, no, they were all good movies.
You're asking me if I've seen these movies? I've seen Chances Are. I remember seeing that in the theater, I think, but I don't remember a thing about it. Only because of the title, because it's a Johnny Mathis song. Chances are. Look, Ramogi, you're trying too hard. You really are. I got to tell you, I want to use the Godzilla thing every chance I get, but when you make it so desperate like that, Godzilla loved Avatar. Well, that's good. I'm not going to use it. Sorry. I'll find another way to fit it in, Godzilla. I hope. I'll try. And Gary, yeah, he's always trying to watch the shows back, at least when he misses them. In fact, he just watched the over 3 hour one that I did with.
Oh yeah,
he watched again. He watched it after he missed it. You think so?
It is good. It was good. It was very good.
It was the thing to do.
Yep.
Last week I watched On the Trail of the Pink Panther. It was kind of patchwork.
Yeah.
Is that Blake Edwards?
Yeah. They used the previous unused footage of Peter Sellers in that one. Actually, later this month I should be getting the original Pink Panther. Kino released all of them. I think they all came out this month. I think they all come out this month.
Recently saw Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3, the first one. Great movie. Robert Shaw better than Walter Matthau. I'm not sure. I think they're both pretty enjoyable in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But, yes, I know. It's okay. I know you meant Blake. By the way, I'm going to show the Christmas card here because it's movie related. Eric Schultz sent me a Christmas card, which I really loved. And it's movie related, and I'm going to show it for anybody who missed it on my other chat. All right. First of all, right? Merry Christmas from Laurel and Hardy, okay? And then he actually drew a picture in there. All the, Happy New Year for 2026. Drew a picture. And it says, well, Stanley, maybe we'll see a Rubber Soul box set in the new year. And then Stanley says, I hope so. My shoes are worn out. I need a Rubber Soul replacement soon. And then Oliver Hardy says, Rubber Soul. With a S-O-L-E. Should have wrote, I think that's what you meant when you did it. But anyway, thank you for the card. Yeah. Christmas to the end of January. My frickin' ass. I'll tell you that, man. Enough with it. There's a bunch of people that won't let it go. They try to make an excuse. They celebrate to the middle of the month. The way it is.
If you guys don't have ad block and you're watching on YouTube, you must still be seeing the Collector's Choice Christmas album commercials. It's all I'm seeing. It's Christmas was 11 days ago, and they're still trying to sell Christmas records. Stop.
Only the Lonely is one of my favorites. I agree. John Candy's best. But I did like Uncle Buck. Loved John Candy, but he had a few really bad ones. Armed and Dangerous. Joe, when you showed the Laurel and Hardy card, I said, my wife was watching and recognized my handwriting. She was surprised to see it on the computer screen. Oh, boy, I better watch out. That's okay. Very nice. James Gracia, good evening and Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Now we did we're done, right? No, we're not done. What else is there to say? Speaking of Laurel and Hardy, tomorrow, and I actually could make the show, Eric. They're showing on the big screen in that independent theater I go to, Silence. Laurel and Hardy Silence. Silent with an S, plural. Some silent films. And it looks like I could make it tomorrow too, I think, but I don't think I'm going to go, actually. It's a fan I am. But I liked Who's Harry Crumb with John Candy.
I haven't seen it.
There you go. I think Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is Candy's best, but I definitely think it's one of them.
Yeah.
For me.
Really good movie.
But mess around.
Yep.
Mess around. I'm telling you, imagine me in a theater going, I was laughing. I thought it was so funny when I saw it in the movie theater back in the day. It's one of my few laugh out loud moments. I don't know what it was. There's just something funny about him doing that, acting like a big kid. So anyway, all right. So anybody do anything interesting, like go to a dance? Anybody like to do a jig? Godzilla, baby.
There it is. You got it in there.
Hey, that sounds great. I'm sure you would enjoy the Laurel and Hardy films. They always play really well with an audience. Yeah, but I like their voices. That's part of the fun for me. Canadian bacon bad. Kevin,
another John Candy movie, Canadian Bacon.
Yeah.
Oh, that really? I didn't know that. So I never heard of it.
Yeah.
We'll do a film in February. Oh, Solo Mio. I saw that Mall Cop movie. At least I thought it sucked. The first one, anyway. I like King of Queens with Kevin James, but Stripes. He was good in Stripes. I thought John Candy.
He was good in that little cameo he had in the first Vacation film.
Yeah, that was great. He was great. Well, he's just good. He's just good.
Yeah, he's good. I forget the name of the movie. The movie about
Splash. I like him in Splash.
Cool Runnings.
Jamaican ski
Cool
team.
Runnings. Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings. Yeah, the Jamaican bobsled team. Yes.
Splash has one of my favorite lines in it from John Candy when Tom Hanks, his brother, and he says, come on, you got to get this. No, John Candy says, we're going to get this place in order here. The president's coming. And then Tom Hanks goes, what president? And someone goes, president of the Three Stooges fan club. John Candy says, President of the United States. I didn't deliver it well, but it's like if you're trying to think, you're writing a script, and you're trying to think, somebody says the president's coming. He says, what president? President of what or something. What would be like the worst president to possibly come? I guess the president of the Three Stooges fan club. It could have been any line they used to indicate something stupid. You told me this before. If you know their voices, you will hear them in your mind. Yeah, if it's not blocked by a title, a dialogue card. Yeah.
It's all in your mind,
Yeah. Yeah, did you know that John Candy made lasagna for the cast and crew on his last movie, Wagons East? Did you know that Lon Chaney Jr. made his famous chili for the cast on The Black Sleep? Thoughts on full-length movies based on TV shows, Brady Bunch, Monsters, McHale's Navy, some were good and some suck. Even here, the Brady Bunch movie I think is really good, but that's because it's kind of spoofing the Brady Bunch. It's not really a straight thing. The Monsters TV movies I thought sucked. The theatrical one, Monster Go Home. I didn't like it. I didn't like the Monsters Revenge. I didn't see McHale's Navy. Didn't see Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. For that matter, I don't even watch the TV. Never saw the TV show Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. And the Addams Family was pretty good movies. Yes.
People forget. What about The Fugitive? That's based on a TV show. That's
Yeah.
One of the better ones. I think it's the other way around. But you can't beat the Odd Couple movie.
You certainly can. You're like one of the only people in the world that feels that. Seinfeld's B movie. Ugh. So other thoughts. Let's go, folks. We got some time here. Come on. I'm trying to milk it too by talking about the theater, showing Laurel and Hardy. What else did they show there? I've been skipping things lately. It's only about a half an hour drive, but don't really want to go all there.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, I could have seen a few movies that weren't playing at my local theaters, but I had, they were like a half hour away, and so the Frankenstein film, the newest one, I could have went to go see it, but I didn't feel like driving the 35 minutes to go to see it.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, do we have any more here, folks? Anybody on the screen or in the comments? I don't have long to stay anyway. I've only got 10 minutes at best. So, all right, I guess that's it. All right. So, wait a minute. Stan and Ollie's biopic. I saw the biopic Stan and Ollie. I liked it. I thought they did a great job, the actors, as Laurel and Hardy. And then later on, I read all about how BS a lot of it was again.
Well,
So,
I'm sure it was, but it's still, if you just watch it as a movie, it's a really good movie.
I just don't understand it for the life of me. I never understand it because they go into the assumption that people's lives don't have enough drama in it anyway, or enough interesting lines. They do.
Right.
Most of the people's lives anyway do. I don't know. But the problem is I was talking to my girlfriend about with this Neil Diamond movie, Song Blue, is that again, we know that they takes liberties, but a lot of people get the wrong idea, and there's a lot of people that really, believe it or not, are not that sophisticated. They just think it's all verbatim. That's just what happened. This is what happened to this couple? Well, no, it wasn't exactly. Well, maybe the Old Couple movie is better, but the Odd Couple movie is coming from you. What can I say, Vitoletti? Look, everybody says that they love the TV show better than the movie. Come on.
Nice, Eddie. Good attempt.
How could you watch that whole series and not be blown away by it? You watched the whole series.
I did.
You still weren't convinced about Jack Klugman.
I did. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. But
with all the Emmys he won and everything for that.
He only won one. Were you talking about Jack Klugman?
No, I think he won more than one Emmy.
No, I think it was just the one. I have to go back and look. I know he won it for the first year, for the first season.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, because it's out. It's one of the special features on the on one of the discs.
Well, that doesn't mean that. Well, anyway, look it up and find out if he was right. Or we'll leave it to some other people on here that like the correct people. Saying that hearing voices in your mind reminded me of the Doors. I can't see your face in my mind. To keep this about film, did you guys see When You're Strange, the Doors documentary?
Yeah, I own it. Yeah.
Nope.
I didn't see the Doors either, the movie.
I tried to watch that movie and I couldn't get through it. Something about Oliver Stone as a filmmaker. I'm not sure I've made it through more than one or two of his movies. There's just something about him that I just don't like.
What Rocco wrote here, Tom?
What about Odd Couple movie? Oh, come on, man.
I wouldn't say it's boring, but it's really not. It just doesn't have much going for it.
All right, so Klugman won 3 Emmys.
Told you.
One for The Defender, and then 2 for The Odd Couple.
Well, more than one. I knew that.
Yeah.
There's an outtakes where I forget where it is. They're sitting at the table or something, and they have some problems or something and making mistakes. And Tony Randall says to Jack Klugman, "The Emmy winner, just do your job," or something like that, or play your part. He goes,
"How many did he win for Quincy?"
Quincy. I cannot watch Quincy. All I see is Oscar Madison with ketchup on his smock. Come on, will you? Watch him act. His hand is out every time, and everything he does, every movie. Yeah, I'm telling you. Come on, Pip. I got it, Pip. You're alive, Pip. Yeah. Let me tell you, I want to see you play pool. Minnesota Fats, whatever the guy's name is, whatever his name, the guy from the Twilights, not Minnesota Fats. Yeah, Jonathan Winters, I'm telling you. Put the hand down.
Yeah.
Let's see. I liked it. I liked the movie. Okay, now I didn't love it the first time. The Apartment.
I love that movie. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
But second time, I liked it better.
Top 100 film of all time.
Yeah, more like
between that and The Trouble with Harry, I'm like, how do you not fall in love with her, whose name I'm not thinking of now? But it's just.
We know this, but the liberty, they don't always have to be taken. Where is there a rule that says that you have to take liberties when you make a movie? If it has enough good story and everything in it without making stuff up, I don't see the point. But whatever. I can't win on that argument, I guess. Short attention span of the younger generation today have to have constant action or they're bored. Which movie are we talking about? In general?
Just in general, probably, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but I thought it was in response to something. I would much rather watch Odd Couple 2, definitely. I definitely is.
This should have been Grumpy Old Men 3.
Well, that's the only problem with it. The only problem with it is that a lot of people at the time that had seen it already saw the two grumpy old men where I thought it was like another grumpy old man movie.
Well, the other problem is that it came 30 years after the original. That was the other problem. You got two new whole generations of people, or one generation probably would have grown up with the TV show, but the next generation they had no clue what the Odd Couple was.
Shoo! It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I like Jack Klugman in his Twilight Zone appearances. I know, but in everything he does, when I watch Days of Wine and Roses, I'm telling you, you're an alcoholic. So you're an alcoholic. Put that hand up.
I want to be big. Make me big. Oh, there's so many.
So speaking of Tony Randall, have you ever seen Can Success Spoil? Will Success? No, I saw a lot of those Tony Randall early movies. I didn't see that one. I saw what's Boys Night Out. What's one with Kim Novak? I just saw fairly recently, but only like 3/4 of it, so it didn't count. Was Leo G. Carroll ever a villain in a movie?
Google it.
Oh, for sure. They'll inject some extra drama in the Beatles. Sure.
I don't know. I have faith in the director, Sam Mendes.
I do like the MASH movie, but after seeing the TV show's hard to beat on that too. I mean, it really is. I think. I mean, I don't like MASH, first of all, but I can appreciate Alan Alda. I mean, you can't have Elliot Gould in Alan Alda's place. I mean, come on. I know he was first, but that's the problem I have sometimes with remakes or redos, because sometimes it can dull the original that you like so much, and that doesn't always happen. A lot of people think the Westworld HBO series was the greatest thing ever. They went back to see the original movie Westworld and thought, it's not as interesting. Stuff like that. Nah, well, I don't know. Movies can be boring in places too. Gary, movies can be dull.
I think they mostly take place because they need to eliminate characters because there's just too many, and they need to shorten timelines because they've got 2 hours in a movie, and sometimes it's budget. And if they need to do a whole nother set and everything, it's going to cost $200,000, or they can do it right here where it doesn't belong but get the same effect in the movie. They just go ahead and do that. you know.
Nah, but this I can't think of every movie now that they did this with, but I'm sure that I don't know. Not every movie is that's the case.
No,
I mean,
no,
sometimes
it
they'll put a
definitely wasn't Song Sung Blue, which, like I said, I mean, it takes place over, I think, 18 years. The real life took place over 18 years, and then this one, I think it was pretty much
like it was only a few years, or a couple of years
Yeah.
or two. Not even a year. I don't know. I don't know if you mean Mating Game.
He was in a lot of romantic comedies, which is funny because he never played the lead in them. You know, he was always the buddy.
He's always a friend or something.
In all of the great romantic comedies, there he is, but he's never got a girlfriend or anything. He's just a single guy.
House on 92nd Street. Leo G. Carroll as a villain. There you go. Is he a villain? Is he a villain in Tarantula? I think that's the same actor.
The only movie I think I ever saw Tony Randall in was the Seven Faces of Dr. Lau.
Yeah, that was a decent job by him.
Yeah.
A lot of makeup. Well, we're getting there, folks. It's the end of the line. Got to get going. I got to leave. Thanks, everybody, again for being here. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tim. And, thank you, everybody that participated in the comments. It helps the show move along, the things to talk about. And hopefully we'll be here next Monday. That's the name. That's the reason I never wanted to call it anything with Mondays, Movie Monday, because in case we ever have to change the date for any reason, somebody can't make it on Mondays or something. But that's what I'm calling it now. So Mayo's Monday Movies Mondays with Mayo's Movies Mondays, Mayo's. So anyway, thank you all. See you later. Cheers.